G'day, well I'm out and about with one of our Berkley fishing squad members, Andrew Brogan, and Australian salmon's what's on the menu. Well, not on the menu, we want to catch one, don't we?
Yeah, catch it, yeah.
What's the program? We've got a couple of rods, what are we going to do?
Oh, just throw a couple top surface lures at them.
Top surface lures, if we see them, bust up or just cruising around?
Yep, a couple bust ups.
I've got a couple of soft plastics there too in case that doesn't work, but I think the baitfish profile, and that's what we always talk about, isn't it? So that looks about the length of some bait that we saw shower around when we were coming in here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, you reckon we're going to do it or what?
Oh, hopefully, yeah, I reckon.
Hopefully. All right, I love Australian salmon. What do you like about them?
Oh, just the strike on them, and they jump and do backflips and stuff. Yeah.
Jump and do backflips. Sounds like a BMX rider. Let's do it, sounds great. All right, let's have a bit of a look at the gear we're going to use to chase an Australian salmon. So that one's your little top water lure.
Yep.
Technique, what's the go?
A big long cast, you know, keep your rod tip up and then just wait for the strike, I guess.
Wait for the strike, so rod tip up.
Yep, just want it skimming along the water.
Yeah, right. So what do you want to try and get them to react, come up and just smash it?
That reaction bite's what you want. Yeah.
Righto, cool. I like the sound of that. Sounds good. So we've got, that's those fellas there. So that's those ones. So top water, little poppers work too. I know I've caught them on little poppers, but I think any time when you get to see the fish actually eat your lure, that's pretty cool, isn't it? All right, so we've got those. You can go with vibes. So vibes are pretty good.
Yep.
Little clear vibes work, so little tiny ones. Depends on how big, I guess, we spoke about it before, match the hatch.
Yeah. So however big it is, however big the bait they're chasing, you want about the same size lure. Perfect,
I like the sound of that. So it gets me to the next part, which is using soft plastics. So little jig heads there. So these tiny little jig heads are good. So what size is that one? That's a 1/0?
Yeah, 1/0.
1/8. 1/8 of an ounce. Yeah. That's a good one to flutter down into the salmon schools. And then we've got these fellas here. And don't forget, you can always add a bit of secret sauce. That helps too. Adding a bit of scent sometimes when they're a bit quiet.
Yeah, could like...
Get it all over your clothes and Mum's got to wash it when you get home. You don't do your own washing?
No.
Oh, seriously? Wow. Thanks, Mum. So then we look at these. So that's another great way when they go down and they're not biting on the surface. You said to me, use soft plastics. So that's a bigger one. And if we have a look at that one there, that's probably a similar size. So if the bait fish was that long, you'd use a plastic, excuse me, that size.
Oh yeah, about that size, yeah.
That's a 4.5, and then maybe even go down to a 3.5 inch, which is that one there.
Yep.
Yep, so if they were eating little bait, you'd go to that one?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, that's the go. And then add a bit of sand, and you can always get a pair of scissors. One little trick I do sometimes is if they're feeding on tiny little bait, the Australian salmon, I'll get a pair of scissors and actually cut that smaller again, make it even smaller. And it's funny how they can be, you know, I see them in those massive big schools, like I said to you before, and they can feed on tiny little things, and you can just trim that up. So that's pretty well got us covered.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to go and chase a salmon, I reckon that's pretty well right there. We're going to see if we can't find a shot on top water somewhere with that lure skimming across the top. I can see a couple moving around down there. If not, we'll go to the soft plastics. Good work, son. I like it. Where are we getting a coffee? You don't drink coffee, do you?
No.
Hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Hot chocolate, right.
I reckon.
I wouldn't mind coffee. The cameraman likes coffee as well. So. That's a good cast, mate. That's a great cast. I tell you what I've seen with them sometimes out the front here where we are in the estuary.
Yeah.
You see seals eating them, and sharks get into them. I think everything likes salmon, except you're not a big fan of eating them, eh?
No.
So if you catch a tailor, you'd eat a tailor over a salmon?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we're not going to catch anything talking about it, so how about we have another cast and see if we can't catch one, eh? Oh, there's a little bit of movement just there, bud.
Yep.
He's on it. Oh, got him. Woohoo! Go, mate, get in there. Oh, it's pretty cool when you see him eat it like that, isn't it, Andrew? Hey?
That was a good one. Good stuff.
Oh, straight up. Oh, I think it's a big salmon. Oh, yes, go, mate, you're on. He's going, mate. Oh, how much fun is this, Andrew?
I'll go over.
That's a... So are you going to net my fish, or I got to net mine on my own, have I?
Oh, I think you might be on your own this time.
Well, I reckon I can look after mine. Yours is just giving it to you, isn't it? Look at this fella down there.
Good size.
Yeah, good fun on that topwater lure. That's just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I got to net my own fish, Andrew, you're gonna do it. So you're fighting a fish and you're gonna net mine. Oh, that was well done, mate. He jumped straight in then. All right, you look after your fish.
Yep.
And I'll sort this fella out.
Gee, still going.
He's giving it to you, isn't he? Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's
Have a look.
nice
I
one.
think yours might be a bit bigger than this one. What do you reckon?
Oh, maybe a little bit.
So what do you reckon they eat those little topwater lures? What do you reckon?
Like little bait fish like they were chasing before.
Yep. So
Pretty similar.
that's the idea of catching salmon like this, you reckon? Just sort of match the hatch?
Yep.
All right, well, it's
Match what they're chasing, you'll probably catch them.
Match what they're chasing, you'll probably catch them. I like the sound of that. I'll just pop that hook out. I'll let this fella go.
This one's getting close, I reckon.
Look at that. I think I'll come and give Andrew a hand with his fish now. Well, he actually netted mine and fought his at the same time. Here you go, bud.
You see colour?
Now tell me what sort of gear you got. Just so everyone knows at home. What are you using?
Just a top surface lure.
Yep.
And I think it's 10-pound braid with a bit of 20-pound fluorocarbon on top.
Yep. In case we've got a tailor, because you did have a couple of casts there earlier and caught a couple of little tailor on your topwater lure. But you could go even lighter on the leader, don't you think, with the salmon?
They just have a chance of biting you off, especially if you hook a tailor.
Oh yeah, tailor, so you got to sort of mix it in between.
Yep.
Yep, that's the shot. And I think what size is your spinner? A little 3,000, is it?
Yeah, 3,000.
Perfect. I'm happy to net your fish. You netted mine. That's a beautiful big Australian salmon.
Yeah, they fight really hard.
They do. Well, let's get it up and show everyone. You can tell us all about it.
Got to be patient with big fish.
All right, I'm being patient. Here he comes. And yes,
Nice.
that's definitely bigger than the one I caught. How good was that?
Pretty good.
It's amazing. All right, let's lift him up and show everyone.
It's a good one.
That's a cracker.
Yeah.
That's really, really good, isn't it? Whether you're chasing salmon or tailor, they're good fun, aren't they, mate?
Yeah, very good fun.
You got a perfect cast in amongst all that bust up.
Yeah.
And look at that, smoked you up straight away. All right, bud, well done. Just pop that hook out for you, mate. Tiny little trebles, nice and sharp. You've got to be careful with treble hooks, haven't you?
Yeah,
You're right.
3 hooks, not 1. That's the problem.
That's it. All right. Right, bud. Gonna put him back in the water?
Yep.
All right, well done, son. Let's him swim off. Push him out that way. Give him a push. There he goes.